And welcome to another teacher talk session tonight. Tonight we are going to have our 102nd session. It's very excited. And again we are going to have a different educator from different part of the world. And so tonight we are going to have our guest from Turkey, and she is Nurperi Cömert İğdigül. She's an English teacher and trainer, and also she's an author. Tonight we are going to talk different topics with her, and we are going to talk about her experiences and her philosophy of teaching and turning points of her education, and especially all about her new book, Oyunlarla Çocuklara İngilizce Öğretimi. I really wondered what's gonna say about her new book, and also the aims of her book, and some educational games and benefits of games, and some useful examples of games and for language classes. And also we are going to talk about the benefits of routines in language classes also. And also, if you remember that we had an excellent online conference, the first foreign languages summit in pandemic, and also we are going to talk about that with her, and also the best and the worst part we are going to talk, and finally some interesting moments of her education life and her superpower and motto. So I don't want to waste time, and I want to invite her here, and we can start our conversation with her. So let me invite Nurperi Hocam, if she is here. When she comes, we are going to start. There she is.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Nurperi Hocam.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. It's great to see you, and thank you very much for being our guest for Teacher Talks. And it's really great honor to have you here and for the 102nd session. And thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Welcome, teacher. You're really precious for me, and I am very happy. Thanks for your kind invitation, and I'm really happy to be with you today.
Wonderful. And I know that you are very busy, and I don't want to take your time a lot. So if you are ready, we can start.
Yeah, of course I can start, and
All
we
right,
can
so
talk really long. It's not a problem. I'm really happy to be with you.
wonderful, Nurperi Hocam. Okay then. So Nurperi Hocam, can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences too?
Okay, of course. I'm Nurperi Cömert İğdigül. I'm an English teacher, as you know, and I've been teaching English for 17 years. 10 years at private schools and 7 years at government schools. So I like teaching English. I like playing games. I like children. So I combine all of them and try to do my job.
I see. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam. So let's move to next question. What was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
I have two turning points. Yes. The first one is my Çiğdem teacher. I will send my love to her from here. When I was at high school, I really love her. I love her teaching English, and I want to be a teacher like her. And she teaches me how to be kind to students, how to be love someone, because I really love her, and she also loves her students. She still works, and she's a really lovely teacher. But I have some health problems when I was child and at high school. So I need to learn more about English to be an English teacher. Then I met another English teacher, and that lovely lady was Eileen teacher, and now she is really my best friend. We can still in touch with her, and she told me everything. She
I
supports
see.
me, she helps me, and now I'm an English teacher, and these two lovely ladies are my turning points.
I see. It's great that you still get in touch with them, and thanks to them that you became an English teacher. It's wonderful, Nurperi hocam. All right. So, would you like to add anything else, or we can move to another question?
You can move. No, it's okay.
Okay. So, you have been teaching for a long time, and I'm sure that you have tried lots of different methodology or techniques to teach English to the children. So, probably you have now kind of a philosophy about teaching. So, what is your philosophy of teaching?
First of all, humanism, and my philosophy of teaching is developing empathy with learners. This is the most important thing, I think. And feel and think like a child, or guide and understand a teenager for high school students. So developing empathy is my philosophy. We have to know our students, who they are. We have to know them, where they live, how their relationship with their parents, what they like, what they don't like, what are their interests, like this. We have to know our students. So I believe that is being a teacher.
I see. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nurperi hocam.
You're welcome.
It's really a nice philosophy that you have to tell us. Okay, so let's move to very interesting topic, and I'm sure that you are very excited to talk about it, because that's also very something new and something really excited for you. As far as I know, you have published, I think, a new book. Yes, for English teachers.
Really
of course, you can show us. Of course, yes, it's really wonderful book.
Thank you.
I haven't received it yet, but I will have it in a couple days in my hand. And so I also wonder, what are you going to say about your book? Can you tell us about your new book, Çocuklara Oyunlarla İngilizce Öğretimi?
Yes. It's a really new book. It's a baby book, and it has published for 2 weeks, and from Altın Kitaplar Akademi, and it's about games. It's for kids. It's for learners from 0 to 6+ years old, but the instructors are the parents and the teachers. This
wonderful.
Yes, this is a book for children, but also a book for parents. Parents read and learn and play games with their kids. And I want to tell about the importance of games in kids' lives and in education. How the children feel while they play game. What are the importance of games? What the students gain for the games. So I try to handle this area with child development and a little bit neuroscience. But like this, what's happening in a kid's brain while he or she is playing games? That's all.
I see. Wonderful. So what is actually this another question about your book? How did you decide to write this book? And let me add another question with the same one. And how did you decide to write this book, and what is your aim with your new book, and how can people get it?
Okay. It's the journey has started with Esatege's birth, my son. When I have Esatege, I decided to teach him English. And I should do this with games, because I know the importance of games in a kid's life. So we started to play games from his birth. And I searched a lot. I read a lot. I get really many educations about everything, about child development, about games, about neuroscience. So I decided to write them for parents, because if I know and give these informations to my kids, to my son, why don't the other parents do this? I want to help them. I want to show the way. So
I see.
The aim of this book is teaching English with games in an enjoyable atmosphere, in a positive atmosphere.
I see.
They can buy it in every bookstores, online platforms, DNR, Kitap Yurdu, BKM Kitap, or Trendyol, wherever they want. And it's in sale now. So I try to help parents to teach English in their home, with their routines, like playing games, like revising mathematics, by revising drawing activity. This is a normal thing in our life, helping English to our kids. So I try to normalize it, like Turkish, like mathematics, like science. I try to do this.
It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Nurperi Hocam. So let me ask you another question about, again, the game. So can you tell us, and you have lots of, the experience about the games in English. So what are the benefits of games in language learning?
With games, kids don't know that they learn something. It doesn't a lesson for them. It's just a game. They are just playing a game. They think this. And they feel secure in games. They like English. They see the enjoyable parts of English, so they like English. This is the most important thing. They can use the 4 skills of the language in a relaxed way. So they don't think they are under control. No one can judge them. They just play a game. So this also games also develop critical thinking, how to be a team, how to help each other, support each other in a game, how to play fair. This is really important while they are growing up. So while playing with their opponents, how to be fair and how to help them in difficult conditions. So they use words, they use body language if they can't remember the words, or they don't afraid of making mistakes. This is important, because in classes they don't speak, they don't talk to us because they are afraid of making mistakes. But in games, it's not important for them. So it's just a game. We are just playing. Nothing happens like this.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam. Games takes a really important part for especially language learning, because as you mentioned that students, they can learn lots of things without realizing that they are learning by playing the games, and it really helps them in this process. And there's a question, by the way. Can we see the book cover? Can you show us again your book, please?
Of course.
Yes.
With
and
pleasure.
I think, this is the book that she has written, and I really like the book. And if you are an English teacher, or if you are really, interested in to teach English to your kids by playing games, you should definitely get the book. Really.
Thank you very much for your kind words. It's really important and
of course
for me.
Okay, thank you, Nurperi Hocam. Let me ask you another question. I know that, again, your book is also related with educational games, if I'm not wrong. And what is an educational game? Can you make it clear for us a bit about it?
Of course, with a great pleasure. All the games are educational in this book because they all teach something. Some of them teach vocabulary. Some of them teach speaking. Some develop speaking skills. Some of them teach a specific structure. So, educational game is a tool for learning. It's a kind of tool, but it's the most enjoyable tool for learning. But you have to set your goal while designing your game. And this is important. And while designing the game, it should be with the educational purposes. At the end of the game, you design a game and you play with your classes or your kid or your students. At the end of the game, the student will be able to learn the concepts, the words, the four skills, or the structure of your goal. And the most important question is, what is my goal?
I see.
At the end of this game, what will I teach? Or what will my students, my son, my daughter will learn? This is important. So, the goal should be simple. For example, just one thing at a time. Just words, 5 words. For example, if you want to teach color, you create a game about colors and you just teach colors in that game, nothing else. Or
I see.
Just focus on the speaking skill, nothing else. It can make the students can make mistake, use wrong words, no problem. Just make them speak. This is the point. Or
I see.
A specific structure. For example, just there are, nothing else. Have got, has got, nothing else. So these are educational games that has a goal in that game, and at the end of the game, the students will learn that topic.
I see. It helps the students to learn the topic.
Yes,
That's that's the aim of it. I see. Thank you very much. And Belgin Hocam also says something here. To sum up, while entertaining the pupils, we'll get the skills through the games. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We are talking about that. That's important. That's important.
That is
here.
what the educational games do.
I see. Thank you very much. Okay, Nurperi Hocam. I know that you have a real expert about games in language teaching. So can you tell us a couple of games to play in language classes? Give us some examples, maybe 1 or 2 games that we can play.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can write into the chat box and everybody can join it. If you have kind of a game, we will be happy about playing.
Of course. I have a chant, like a rhyme. Maybe some of the teachers know that, but I use it in my classes to fix the pronunciation or teach the correct pronunciation of the word. It's pickety pickety bumblebee. It has a rhyme. And it has a lot of repetition in it because while the students repeat, they can learn quickly. And so it's, for example, dictionary is really difficult, hard to say for a child, or education, or language, or foreign. These are really difficult words for a child. So for example, you are my student, okay? And I will teach you education, okay?
Okay.
So, listen to me carefully and repeat after me with actions, okay? This is like, hickety pickety bumblebee, can you say the word with me? Dictionary.
Dictionary.
Let's say it.
Dictionary.
Let's clap it.
Dictionary.
On your lap.
Dictionary.
Yes. With a whisper. Dictionary. With a shout. Dictionary. They all shout.
Dictionary. Yes.
Yes, they all shout and do the actions, they stomp their feet, they turn around.
Mhm.
You can use many action words. This is up to you, but it has to be more repetition. It has the students have to repeat and repeat, repeat and repeat. So this is the enjoyable part of this game. And another game for words. This is for all words. I have some flashcards. We need 5 or 6 flashcards for this game. Its name is Stop Game. I will show you some pictures, and I want you to say stop when you see that word. Okay? This is about toys. Okay?
Yes.
Welcome, teacher. When you see a teddy bear, say stop. Okay?
Okay.
I will show you the cards, and when you see the teddy bear, say stop.
Stop.
Yeah, you are right. You got 5 points. You can give points to your students, or
Nice.
you applaud them. Some positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
And
Chocolate.
chocolate. You can play it with a group game, as a group game or individual game. It's up to you. You can categorize games. For example, you can use different words in the cards. For example, ask them when you see a fruit, when you see a toy, not a specific thing, just a general name. It's up to you, whatever you want. It's a really good technique for teaching words, and especially revising the units words.
I see.
So it's enjoyable for them. Or if you want, you can use action words.
Sure.
For example, not say stop, jump. When you see a teddy bear, jump. When you see a teddy bear, clap your hands. Whistle. That's up to you. You can create it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's really 2 nice games. Do you have another games we can play?
We can play one more. It's also about action, right? And this game is mine game. I created it. I designed it.
I see.
It's also in my book. We need a puppet for this game. It's it has also a rhyme, a chant. It's a melodic game. For example, follow, follow, follow me. This is the puppet. It's not me. Puppet is talking. Let me see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Jump high. Jump up high. They jump up high.
Yeah.
Or another. In your class, you can use it again. Follow, follow, follow me. Let me see. Let me see. Close the door. They run and close the door together.
The door.
Or you can use it as an individual game. It's again up to you. Or follow, follow, follow me. Let me see, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Touch your nose for body parts. It's up to you. You can vary it according to your topic, according to your goal. It's up to the parents and the teachers. So they can play it in a various kind of parts.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Nurperi Hocam, for these 3 wonderful games. It's really nice about the words that we can teach to kids. And I'm sure that you have more games and more fun games in your book. Yeah, if I'm not wrong.
More than 100. More than 100.
Wow.
And
can you show it again? Yes. Wow. More than 100.
Most of them are mind game. They're I designed them. And the other parts of them are the traditional games, some anonymous games that I turn it into English like this.
I see. I see. Can you show it the cover again? Let's see it
Yes.
if it's possible. One more time. Yes, this is the book that she has written, and it's really published also new. I mean, and so you can get it from different platforms. Can you tell them again where they can get the book?
They can get it from DNR, Kitap Yurdu, BKM Kitap, in the Fix, everywhere. It's published in everywhere from Altın Kitaplar, and you can find it everywhere now.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam,
You're
for
welcome.
this information, and especially that 3 games that you told us here. Thank you. And let me ask you another questions about, again, related to the games. But as you know that the routines are really important, especially in language classes, and I'm sure that most of language teachers, and also when they go to their classrooms, probably they have routines with their students. Can you tell us the importance of routines in language classes?
Of course. I also wrote it in my book. Routines are really important in a child's education because it creates secure atmosphere, and children need to feel secure. This is their need, the most important needs for a child, especially in language learning, especially in learning, not language, in learning in general. If they know what to do, what to play, what is coming next, they feel secure. This is important for a child, for students. So at home or in classes, you should have a routine, because they know that this is an English time, this is a game time. I know what to do. I know how to play like this. So when they know the routine, when they get used into that routine, they feel secure, they relax, and they have fun, much more fun.
I see. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam. There are some questions and the comments. Nilgün Hocam asks, Nurperi Hocam, I like the content of your book, and I think it's not only for parents but also preschool EFL teachers.
Yes.
Does your book have any digital components? If not, do you have such plans?
It doesn't have digital components now, but maybe later. Why not? I can't say anything now, but why not? It's for, of course, preschool teachers. Most of my teachers, I train some of teachers. Sometime we come together and I help them, try to help them. We also play that games. They use my book, and also parents can use this book. Class teachers also use them, not just for English. They can use it in Turkish for their lessons. Some of these, for example, some of the games can be used in mathematics. It's up to you. Games are for every lesson, for every subject. So you can vary it. It's up to you.
I see. Thank you very much. And we are looking forward to see it, the digital components. Maybe soon.
maybe.
Can be really great for the book, something related with your games. Okay, so thank you very much. Especially novice teachers should have it. Yeah, definitely. I also agree, Nilgün Hocam. That's really, the games really can be helpful for novice teachers to use them in their classrooms. Definitely. Okay, so let's move to different questions. But would you like to say anything else about games?
No, I think it's enough.
Okay, enough. All right. So let's move to a different. Sure, definitely. Nurperi Hocam, as most of them we know that we had a really actually you had a really great online conference last year, which was the first foreign languages sharing summit last year, and you had really excellent speakers and in that conference, and I'm sure that you had really
wonderful times, and you prepared it very difficult times, and you spent lots of time for that conference, and I know that, and you had really successful about it. But let me ask you the question: what was or were the best and the worst parts of it, and do you have new plans for this year?
Yes. It was wonderful and exciting. We really worked hard together. Thank you for my friends. We all did this together. So I want to thank all of you from here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Welcome.
the best parts were being with you. This is the best thing, really. And the precious guests, our speakers, our precious speakers, our precious trainers. We had workshops, a lot of workshops, and they were all really good teachers from everywhere, from many language, German and Spanish. Also, we have Spanish workshops, German workshop, and I think French workshop. I'm sorry if I couldn't remember. And a lot of English workshops. So this is really important. This is really precious for us, because we try to help the teachers and the teacher candidates. So I think it was useful for them, and this is the best part. And
I see.
The worst thing was it was online.
Yes, probably. It could be much better if it's face to face.
We really wanted to do this face to face, but because of the pandemic, we have to do this online. So, but of course, we have new plans. We start working, as you know, and it's coming soon. I can't say anything
I
now.
think you are not going to say anything about the plans yet. Oh, I see. So they are going to be really excited to hear it, I'm sure. And so there's a question here. Look, we have, how can we take part in workshops in the following activities? Can you give us some info about it? Yes. Nurperi Hocam.
We have a form, and we will send it to you. If you want an instructor, as a workshop instructor, you can come and talk about your topic. You can have a workshop. Or if you want to be just come and listen to this and join to this conference, you can again come and listen to the great speakers with us and attend the workshops. We will give the dates. We will announce it later, and you can follow us and learn about the details.
I think you are going to announce it for the teachers who wants to be a speaker in that workshops, okay, and participate as a presenter. You will announce it, I think, soon. Okay, then we are looking forward to hearing from you as soon as possible, Nurperi Hocam. Okay, so let's move to another questions. So I'm sure that you have been teaching for a long time, so I'm sure that you have had lots of interesting moments in your the teaching career or in your educational career. So can you tell us an interesting moment that you still remember in your teaching or learning career?
As you said before, every moment is interesting for me, for you, for the teachers, because each student is unique and you have great memories with him or her. But last year, I visited one of my friends to her store. While we are having a chat, a lady came, and she looked at me really carefully, and I turned to her and she asked me, "What is your name?" And I said, "Nurperi." I know that is Nurperi teacher. You are my son's first teacher, first English teacher, and he loves English because of you. Now he is at university, the last year of his university.
Wonderful.
And he really did his best in English because of you. He still has the notes that you taught her. Then I remember her, and my student was my first student. It was 6 years ago. I am her first teacher, and she is my first student. So it's really interesting for me. And then we came together, and the mother arranged it. We came together and met. That's really interesting for me. And she is really a lady, young lady, and graduated from the university. She has a job now. It's really interesting and precious and wonderful for a teacher.
I see. It's really great moment. I'm sure. I'm sure you felt really, excited about the moment, and so how can I say sensitive about the moment. I'm sure that.
Yes.
I see. Wonderful.
The word. Yes.
And there was a question, Nurperi Hocam, about the new organization is about the date, but it's not clear yet. But maybe you would like to say something about it. They asked about when will be happen.
It's not clear yet, but in short time, I think we will declare it.
I see. Okay.
I don't want to say anything now because it can be changed. So we need to wait a little bit.
More. I see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's move to another question.
Of course.
This is really interesting, and I'm really wondering what I'm going to say about it. If you could have one superpower to use in the classroom, what would it be, and how would it help?
It will be reading minds. I would really want to it. Reading my students' minds, because if I know what they think and how they feel, I could arrange the classes according to this. Because I believe that emotions are the important part of learning. And as I always say, happy children learn. So if when I read their minds and I understand that they are sad, it's not a useful lesson for him or her. So at first I try to heal it, then I start teaching.
I see. It's great. It's a nice superpower to have in the classrooms. And there is also another questions. I don't know if you can read it. First of all, thanks for all beneficial information you have been sharing with us. Of course, I know these talking sessions on teaching kids, but I wonder how to improve speaking skills in English. Yes, Nurperi Hocam.
You can use games in this part because, as we mentioned before, while you play game, they don't think that they are under control. They don't afraid of making mistake. So try to design games that improve speaking skills. For example, I have a game, I designed it before. It's blah blah is. You use some colored cards and you choose one color, and I ask them to say something about that color. The sentence is blah blah is red, for example. This is step by step. They start to speak minimum in this game. Then you can vary it. You can add different games, speaking activities in your class. For example, tomato is red. Another student say that rose is red. Another student say that an apple is red. This is going like this. This is a minimum start, the first step of speaking lesson. Then you can improve it day by day. Add something, and it grows.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here is the last question of this session. Yes, we are coming at almost at the end of the session. So, are you ready for the last question?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, so what is your motto?
My motto is seize the day and seize the moment.
Okay. Can you say it again for?
Seize the day or seize the moment.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Because if you have fun, if you play games or laugh with your student, they feel it and they have fun too. This is the great energy between you and your students. So seize the day, seize that moment, and be happy with your students.
Okay, thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam. All right, so before ending our live sessions of teacher talks, would you like to add anything else?
No, I just say that if they want to be a successful lesson, an enjoyable lesson, they should play games. Because games are not just a game. They are educational game. Always remember this. Please always remember this and play educational game. Try to design games. Try to play games. Do some enjoyable activities, exercises, and make your students active. When they use their body, they feel more happy and energetic, and this is good for a lesson.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nurperi Hocam. Thank you very much for being with us. It's really wonderful. And I would like to say one more time, thank you for being with us and, you know, having our guest for tonight for the 102nd session of the teacher talks. And it's really, you know, great to having you here. And thank you very much for sharing your time and sharing your ideas with us. It was really wonderful. And Nurperi Cömert İğdigül was with us tonight, and we had a fruitful time with her. And thanks to her, we have learned really nice ideas about games, especially 3 games. But if you like to have more and learn more games, you can get her new published book, and which is, if you can show us again, maybe they can see it. This is the book, Çocuklara Oyunlarla İngilizce Öğretimi. It's a really wonderful book, and if you are interested in teaching English to your kids with games, you should definitely get the books. And we are going to be here for next week with different educators and teacher talks. And so until next time, take care of yourselves and also take care of yourself too, Nurperi Hocam. And thank you very much for joining us for all our guests. And it's really precious that you are here. Until the next time, take care of yourselves. And we are going to be here. And we hope to see you here. And until the next time, bye-bye and peace, everybody. Good night.
Thank you very much, Volkan teacher. It was my pleasure. Thank you for your good words.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a nice. Bye-bye.
Bye.